Yeah, what's your name, sir?
Abe.
Abe. This is Abe. He's a true Canadian, and he happens to be a Coptic Christian. Are you originally from Egypt?
Yes, I am.
So we're just here to learn more about Canadians and how they're feeling, and to help inform the Canadian people. So we were talking here about radical extremism.
Yes, and I don't agree with that because all of them read out of the same book. And in order for them to achieve the highest level of belief, they must kill for Allah. So how are you going to define which is which? They're all Muslim. When the call comes in, they have to deliver. So to us, these are peaceful neighbors and good people until they're told that they have to do something. Then you'll be shocked to say, oh, I never thought they were like that.
Yeah, that's what actually met a Christian Syrian refugee, and that's exactly what he said occurred in Syria.
Yeah.
One day they're your friend, and next day they turned on you. They were killing you. Your
because
wives,
you're an infidel. You must die according to their book. The Quran should be a book that should be banned because it even describes how they should cut off your limbs in the Quran.
Exactly.
And how you are an infidel, and as well as myself, and we both must die. Or else we pay the jizya. And you can see it even in chapter 9 in the Quran, verse 27. We must pay the jizya. The jizya is protection money. Even the people of the book must pay it, which the Christians and the Jews. But this is how we're supposed to pay it, with willing submission till we feel ourselves subdued.
Right.
That's no more than being shackled under Islam, the so-called peaceful Islam. There is nothing peaceful about Islam. And you guys out here you need to be militant because Islam going to bring you down to their level before you can stand up and you're going to say, finally, we need to wake up.
It'll be too late by then.
Be too late. Egypt was the same way as Canadians. You know, we took them in thinking that some of them are good people. Till they got enough people, and because they breed like rabbits, okay, and they will take you on. And if they cannot take you over by convincing you, they'll take you over by numbers. So now you're going to be a minority in your own country.
So there's also the globalists too. Like they want to divide us, right?
Well, they are so far. They have a division among us because here we're telling you about Islam and the danger under Islam, and there's those people who try to tell you, oh no, these are peaceful Muslims and these are fanatical. I wish someone would tell me the difference and how you can define them. You know, what are you going to be tattooing them like the Jews?
So do you think it should be banned from this country?
Definitely, the Quran should be banned.
What about the mosque?
It should not be allowed to open because they hate nothing but hate. They preach nothing but hate. When they say that you and I must die, how can that be? If I was doing it, I would be arrested because I'm spreading hate. So why is it under the cult? Islam is a cult because if you ever join Islam and you want to leave it, you will be beheaded. Okay, it does not give you the choice of you walking away. And if they tell you different, I will show you in their books where it says that you must die. You know that the first Muslim ever to convert in Islam was a donkey named Ja'fur that Muhammad had a conversation with, and he said that you are a prophet of Islam, and the first Muslim ever was a donkey. And if we believe in them too, we're gonna be like jackasses.
So were you born in Egypt?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, so can you talk about the Coptic Christians in Egypt, what they're facing?
Genocide.
Is it genocide?
Genocide under our noses here. They're facing in Egypt. They're dying left and right every day, being shot on the streets like animals, and they don't have the means to fight back. And we are threatened. The Coptic Church is threatened. If we talk and say anything about it, they will kill more of us. So they're going to kill them anyways. That's why a lot of them are not here, because they're scared for their families back home. And they're just wishing to God that they that the day can go by them without them dying. I mean, like, we would do the same for you. We would stand by you if you ever need us. But the thing is, these guys, like, give them the weapons and you don't have to fight for them, you know. But they need to fight them to stay alive. Like Coptic girls are being snatched, raped, and forced into marriage by Muslims. You imagine the daughter would be upstairs in an apartment building with her so-called new husband, and the parents are downstairs, and they're not allowed to go up and get her because the police are telling them that they cannot go up, otherwise they'll be arrested. The girl is screaming out there, wants to go with their parents, and the parents screaming downstairs, and they cannot do it. Children, they've been literally hung and split open in front of their parents. Not everything you hear on the news.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's a lot of genocide. Like when a few years back, when a city in Upper Egypt was surrounded by Muslims after a Friday prayer, for 4 days, no one was able to go in or out, not even the army. And they were going in there throwing Christians from balconies, burning little kids alive in front of their parents, wanting little kids to convert into Islam. When one child, a 9-year-old, as old as my son, said no, they burned him alive and made his mother watch before they stuck a sword right in her stomach. So I don't know what to tell you. You know, like, the thing is, you know, you can arm me and I'll go out there and fight for them, you know. But the thing is, you cannot allow it here.
Yeah.
You cannot. You will be literally a fool. We in Egypt, we thought the same thing as you guys did, that they are not bad. And look at us now, we're dying.
It happened in Syria too.
Yeah, Canadians are not exempt. What makes you think that you're so exempt? It's going to happen to you.
Exactly. And it's worse here because the country is so spread out, you don't see the impact.
Okay.
You don't see the impact as much.
Tell me, when they start coming out of Canada into the U.S., doing a sorties in the U.S., coming back here, I tell you something, the U.S. troops will be coming into Canada, and I rather in that time live under American rule than Islamic rule. So that is one way of bringing the U.S. down here. The only thing wrong was Donald Trump. He didn't name enough countries.
Okay.
We've talked about that quite a bit.
Yeah, we talked about that. Saudi Arabia. Yeah. No, this is excellent insight. I just to close here, like, how come you've been attacked as a racist or someone hateful? Because you're speaking the truth.
I'm
right?
speaking the truth. But
we all know about the Coptic Christians. They've been massacred. It's been going on every year. And most recently, there was a bus with 20 innocent people full of women and kids.
Now you tell me
they came and just gunned them all.
The church doesn't own the bus. They had to rent the bus and the driver. Like, where's that information came to be? It was passed down to those people to go and do the shooting. And if you die for Allah, you can get all the 72 versions, rivers of wine, milk, and honey, and all the boys that don't bleed. And that is what every Muslim man gets.
So why were people attacking you?
Because I was being racist to them. Because I should not be
talking honestly.
I should not be talking that same way about Muslims when they feel that they're not all the same.
Yeah.
Do you believe that this could be the greatest threat that Canada has ever faced? Canada
is already in war, but it doesn't know it yet.
There you have it, folks.
Yeah. So everyone, we're the purpose of this video and the other other ones that we do is to inform you, to allow you to make better decisions. So we hope this was helpful towards that end. We want to wish you all a good night and thanks for tuning in.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. It's just like we need to help these people.
Right.
Bad and fast.
Thank you.
Because soon it will be your turns.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, brother.
Thanks.
Great job.